What's up guys, this is Untitled RCT Gaming bringing you another video for you guys. And as promised last time that I mentioned when I covered Team Retro with the Retro Mini Neo, I said it before. In that occasion it was a simple showcase preview of what the build had to offer, and I have to say it's been an amazing experience so far. And keeping in communication with the team, I just keep learning more and more about it as time goes by. Now I wanted to cover this one specifically because this one kind of hit a very good note on me, because you know, being a Nintendo fan for so long, and given how Nintendo 64 basically is one of those systems that, even though it did leave a mark, not a lot of people talk about it nowadays. So instead of me talking and ranting stuff randomly, let's go in here and bring it up, because at the same time it gives me an opportunity to show you guys some features that I didn't quite mention or go in as deep in the first coverage. Now be warned, I'm not going to cover everything now because I tend to keep my videos short, and since this one is specifically on the Nintendo 64 HD pack, I will be covering others soon. See, here you see them side by side. You have a Nintendo 64, just to give you an idea, because at first glance you're going to say, but is it really that much of a difference? Well, actually, yeah, it is. Many of the games completely transform, and I am going to use an example here real quick. Let's boot up Star Fox. Now I'm going to take this opportunity also to highlight once again the stuff that they added extra to this. In this case, of course, you know, we're seeing here the bezels, nice bezels, and everything presented very nicely. But you also have the option to go into the pause menu, which is something that has been standard for a while in the rocket launcher, but the way that they implement it here is really nice. Something that I've been told they have worked for a long time to make it, you know, seem and feel very much their own thing, you know. So you have the regular options here. Controller, where you get, you know, the controller configuration, you get where the button placements are and all that stuff. Really nice. They have one for each Xbox type controller, and navigation is pretty easy. Here you can control the sound however you want, if you want it louder, or you know, if you want to mute it outright, the option is there. You have some statistics, which is pretty cool. It shows you last played games, top 10 systems or games played, all of that information, which usually you take for granted, is offered right there at the touch of a button combination. In this case, it's basically you hold the L shoulder button and press Y at the same time while the game is loading. Right after that fade screen that you see, that pretty fade screen that you see representing the system, right after that, as soon as you see the game come up, you just press and hold left shoulder button and Y, and it'll bring it up, and then you go right back in by pressing it one more time. Now aside from that, you get some history. Not all game pauses, I'm told, and I actually found out by looking around the different systems and games, it won't appear, or the same kind of information is going to appear for every single game or every single system. That's something that they keep on adding as time goes by. There's something that of course can't be done. It's not like a very easy thing to implement, so basically they're taking their time, but it's cool to have nonetheless. If you want to learn a little bit of history, and that information is there for the game or the system that you're looking into, then go right ahead and check it out. Now, as far as options on this one, this is what you have, but there are many others that have different things. There's some that have videos, there's some that have magazines, so on and so forth. Many things. So let's exit this one, because what I wanted to show you was with the CRT effects and all that stuff, this is how it should look normally under normal conditions, at least where Star Fox 64 is concerned. Now, of course, you can change the look of it however you want, but that's not the point I'm trying to make. What I'm trying to make, the point is that this one right here, you see how the game looks, or how it would look under normal conditions. Now, I'm not going to start in the game. I'm just going to get right out and hop onto the N64 HD version, which is right here. And let's look for Star Fox and go into this one. Now, of course, the first thing you're going to notice is everything looks, of course, you don't have, there's high resolution title right there. You're going to notice these things if you're a long time Nintendo 64 player. You're going to notice where the high resolution textures are being used, and they're going to stand out because some of them are, some of them aren't. So you see the jarring contrast between them. Now, in models like this, you're going to know right away.
Andros has declared war. He's invaded the Lilac system.
In some of the pictures, you're going to notice which assets are HD and which one are the original. Like the planet here, the ship, the models, and you can see how they I mean, if you remember how the hallway was, this scene right here, you're going to notice where the assets have been bumped up in resolution. Now, of course, it doesn't have the CRT effect on it, because being HD, you shouldn't have a CRT effect over the game. Doesn't make any sense. So here you get to see it, you know, in all this upgraded glory. But before we head into the game, let's go into the pause menu. You can see here for the Nintendo 64 HD, you have both control schemes, but here you have actual guides. You have a guide for N64. You have an N64 magazine first, which by pressing the A button, you can get to see it full screen, which is super cool. You can go through these pages, you know, within your leisure, and check everything out. This is something that goes far and beyond what you're regularly used to in you know, in builds and stuff like that. So kudos to the Team Retro. He did an excellent job. I'm thinking that all the time that he invested in working on this build has to pay off somehow, and yeah, this is basically it. Now, aside from that, in my mad rumblings here and singing the praises here for the guys, you also have manuals. In this case, you have the European version, which was Lilac Wars, but still, it's something pretty awesome that in a day and age where everything is digital, you get to see, even if in a digital form, you get to see and remember those manuals that came, those instruction manuals that came with the game. So that is pretty cool. However, even adding more to it, you get the choice of watching the original commercials for N64 with full screen option. if you want to see the full commercial as it happened back then.
Fun. Adventure. Nintendo 64.
And of course, we press it again to exit. Now, not only that, you have controls of pause and rewind and all that good stuff, and even stopping it. Now, I'm not going to play them all. There are 3 of them included here. When you download the build, you go ahead and check it out. It's a pretty awesome bonus. I would say it goes beyond bonus. And something that I'm really looking forward to in other add-on packs, because I've been told that more of these features are going to be included in packs in the future. So that's pretty awesome, guys. Now let's go back to the game. Alright, so here we go.
Open the wing. Check your G-diffuser system. Velcro here. I'm fine.
So here we are, guys.
Flippy, get back here! Flippy, watch out! Bogey on your tail!
And as you can see,
Whoa!
the game looks amazing.
Thanks, Bart. I thought they had me.
I would dare say that it looks almost, if not in some areas, better than the 3DS version,
We're entering Cornerius.
which we all know was, you know, upscaled a lot
This is horrible.
and improved. Even though we know that many of these emulations, one of the main features that they have is, of course, you can upscale and you can
Enemy on your tail.
basically pretty
Use the brake.
a lot of the games that you played through the emulation. However, in this case, the difference is much stronger, because not only do you get a bump in resolution, but you get better textures. You know, you notice on the walls and the towers and stuff like that, that those are not the same textures that came with the game.
Along with the G-diffuser.
I'm trying to make a point,
Use the
because I know a lot of people are going to say, I don't know, but it looks like, you know, you just adjusted the emulation so it would run at a higher resolution. You can do that, but what you can't do
do a barrel roll.
is add brand new textures. Now, apparently it was done in the games that are included in this pack, because as you all know, there are many projects. I've played tons of games on GameCube where you can load special custom packs with high resolution textures, so it's no surprise that you have those over here as well.
Try a somersault.
Alright, let's get out of Star Fox. Again, very nice transition. Exiting out of the game. Now there are 8 in total that you can check out as part of the N64 HD pack from Team Retro. Now I am going to boot up one last game before I say goodbye, which is going to be Mario 64, to give you another example of how different it really looks. And it's pretty awesome. I love this pack. Haven't seen it done in other builds before, so it's kind of refreshing to see something at least newish
Mario.
on the scene happening. That coupled with, of course, the option of going into the pause menu and checking out the stuff that you have there. you know, just adds up to the total number of cool features that you get to see. We even have the Super Mario commercial here. Now I know I'm not going really in depth when it comes to the pause feature, but it's something that I'm trying to make a point that is something that's very unique to the build, the Retro Mini Neo from Team Retro. So once again, kudos guys, you've done an excellent job. I'm having tons of fun so far. And here we have it. You're gonna notice right away, well maybe not right away, but once the game starts going, start noticing where everything gets a bump, a huge bump in terms of quality for the time, of course. Now, of course, I'm not going into detail of how these games or these projects, because these are projects. As you can see there, all the textures are like cloth, kind of like the Yoshi's line of games. Not the Yoshi, Kirby. And yeah, I haven't gone into detail how these projects came to be. You can search for that on the internet. All I can say is look at how awesome it is to see the game in this form. So yeah, I'm gonna stop my babbling, and you go right ahead and visit their Discord, which I'm gonna leave in the description. Is gonna be all for now. I just wanted to highlight this pack, which is amazing, and also mention the pause feature. That is a pretty cool touch and something very I'm not gonna say that it's you know, first time done, because this, of course, the pause feature is something that comes with the use of Rocket Launcher, but the way that Team Retro has implemented it here, you know, with a lot of care and a lot of attention and ease of use, because, you know, I'm not struggling to use the features and stuff. It's really commendable. So go right ahead guys, go over there and download this build so you can have some fun. I'm still going to be covering, there's tons of systems here to cover, so yeah, stay tuned for that in the near future. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Take care.